Okay, today I'm making leg of lamb roasted with potatoes and the tomatoes. Actually, I will add at the end. I will show you later. So the leg of lamb was boneless and it's about 6.5 pounds. It's very big, the smallest that store had. So this is the whole leg of lamb. This is how it was. Now I cut it in half and opened it. So one goes in one pan and another is here. So I cut it in half and separate it into two pans. If you have one very big pan, then you can do it in one pan. You won't need to cut it. So what we need for that: salt, 1 head of garlic, full, thyme, red pepper flakes, and potatoes already peeled. I'll show you how I cut it. I cut it in 4 parts, like this. See, the big ones. So this takes to roast the leg of lamb about 2 hours. Potatoes take 1 hour. So first I will of course start with the leg of lamb, and after 1 hour of baking I will add potato. So just like that. Be very careful. I'm doing it on my hand. You better do it on the chopping board probably. Potatoes are ready, so all I have to do is add water, cold water from the tap. Cover it with water. It prevents darkening the potatoes. So, and they will be ready. And after 1 hour baking of baking lamb, I will pour out the water, add salt the potato, and add on the baking sheets. I will show you how I do it later. So here how I keep the potato for 1 hour. Now how I prepare leg of lamb for roasting. With a knife I run through the muscle and push garlic in there everywhere. So that's how I do it. Do not add salt into these pockets because meat will be over salted. No more here. Now I will turn it over and add here too. And here. Okay, so this is done, and I'll do the same thing with the other part of leg. And remember that it should bake with the fat side up, not down. And oven should be preheated at 380 degrees. So meat should be all meat, room temperature. So remove it from the fridge 1 hour before you start preparing it. Now salt generously. On both sides. On both sides. Now time for thyme. Sprinkle it with thyme. Both. Only one side I do normally, not one side. If you like it very much, you can do both sides, of course. But pepper and thyme I do only on fat side. Pepper. Done. This is all. See, it takes 10 minutes or 15 minutes preparation. That's it. Now it goes into the oven, as you see. So these parts of the baking pans I will use for potatoes. When fat will melt, it will be flavored with the thyme and the pepper, and the potatoes will go here and there. You should calculate, like per person you should use 2 potatoes, medium size, like this size potatoes. Time for oven. 1 hour passed. Now it's time to add potatoes. So I'm salting it. I poured out the water, and now it's just salted. That's it. Now So this is how it looks after 1 hour. So all fat is melted, and I'm going to add potatoes to this. Turn it over to make sure it is covered with the fat. See how much fat. And continue baking for another hour at the same temperature, 380 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, this is how potato looks after 30 minutes. It's a little bit roasted, but it's still hard. It's not completely cooked. So we need another 30 minutes and it will be completely done. I just turned them over again. Cannot see very well. Let me try. I'll try to fix it. Here how that looks. It's better. Yes, and this is meat continues. Everything continues cooking. Another 30 minutes and everything will be done. In 15 minutes, actually, I will add fresh tomatoes. I'll show you. And after that, 15 minutes after that, everything will be done. So total time cooking will be 2 hours. So now 45 minutes passed after I added potatoes. So during that time I turned them only once. It is time to add tomatoes. So I'm adding 1 tomato per person. So we'll be dining 4 of us. So I'm adding 2 tomatoes into each pan. I have to make room here. So it is basically almost done, So another 15 minutes and it will be all finished. So in 15 minutes it will be all done. Okay. Delicious leg of lamb. With the garlic inside, what in here and here, yes, and here, all done.